Hello, my name is Sarah Stout, and I am so excited to share with you today some of my favorite of our new nonfiction. So let's get started. The first two I want to share are these two of our newest in the Shine a Light series. So this makes 13 in the series. You can get them individually or as a collection. So I'll show you inside this one just in case you've never seen inside these books before. So this is called Shine a Light Wonders of the USA, which I am just so excited about. So this one, just so you can see how it goes. So in a classroom, children are learning about the United States. What do you think the teacher is showing them? So then a child or a parent caregiver would put a flashlight behind, and this map of the USA would shine through the page. So these books are so engaging for kids because they are helping them to manipulate a part of the book. And what's more exciting than using a flashlight to be able to read a book? So another one that we just had come out is this one called Lift the Flap, First Questions and Answers. How do I see? There are a few more in this series. One's called What Makes It Rain? What is Poop? Those are just a few of the other ones in the series. So this one, How Do I See, is all about our senses. So the first one talks about how do I see? It talks about animals and bugs and how they see. How do I hear? How do I smell? Etc. And did you know, little fun fact about flat books or even the Shine a Light books, is that kids remember 2/3 more information if they actually manipulate something within the book. So that's why these books are so awesome, because they cater to that fact. So here's another fun nonfiction book. This one's called the Usborne Listen, Learn First Spanish Words. We also have first English words and first Chinese words. So in this little pouch, there are these little cards, and you slip it into the slot. Then you push the go button.
De acá para allá.
And then you can
El camión,
push.
el autobús, la camioneta.
Isn't that so neat? You push the buttons, and then you can be able to hear a native Spanish speaker be able to speak to these different topics. So this is so neat, and what a good resource. Okay, this one I am so excited about. I didn't quite understand what it was until I got it myself. So this one's called Above and Below, Lift the Flaps to See Nature's Wonders Unfold. So each part of the book has some information, and then you lift or you pull the flap. So in this case, you're looking at below the ocean, and you learn about what is below there, so you can match to the different parts that are above and below. So this one talks about the rainforest, and then goes through, and you can match what's above in the rainforest, etc. What a neat book! I'm so thrilled we just added that to our collection. This is not a science book. This book is a smart science activity book that combines science and art together. So it really makes science more accessible and engaging for those kids, just for kids in general, but especially for those kids who may be struggling with science but love art, or maybe love both science and art. It's a really great combination. We also have This Is Not a Math Book, which is the same principle. Okay, this is a really cool pop-down book called What's Below. And you open the book, and the book pops down. Isn't that so neat? I'm just fascinated by the people who create these books. So you can kind of see this is showing burrow underground, showing dinosaur bones, etc. So that's a really neat pop under book. Okay, we had this one come out in our recent catalog. It's called 100 Things to Know About Space. We also have 100 Things to Know About Science. And this book is so neat because it has this amazing picture to text ratio that makes it really aesthetically appealing and pleasing to the eye, that talks about 100 interesting facts about the space. So in this case, living in the universe is like being on a fairground ride that never stops. When you stand still, it doesn't feel as if you're moving, but in fact, the planet under your feet is hurtling through space at great speeds. So it talks about one full rotation takes just under 24 hours, etc. So this is a really neat book for space lovers in particular. We also added another to our questions and answers series. This is called Lift the Flap Questions and Answers about Food. It goes through the different question words: who, what, when, where, why, how, which, yes, and yes or no. And it asks these engaging questions and then has these flaps that the kids can manipulate, as we talked about, that helps them to retain that information about their food. So in this case, where does our food come from? All food comes from plants or animals. Most food is produced on farms. Some is then processed in factories. Then it's sold at markets and in stores. So what a neat book. We have so many, if you can see behind me, so many different lift the flaps, see inside, peek inside, look inside, etc. books that I am so excited for you to find the just right book for all the little learners in your lives. Let me know if you have any questions. Thanks. Bye.